Superbad 2 never happened because the film's writers, director, and cast weren't on board. The raucous teen sex comedy about best friends trying to lose their virginity was directed by Greg Mottola and written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Superbad stars Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Emma Stone, Bill Hader, and Rogen. The film featured two close high school friends and a senior party that gave them one last chance to spend time together before leaving for college. Goldberg and Rogen began crafting the script while in their teens, and it is based on real-life events that happened to Rogen and Goldberg during their senior year at their Vancouver high school in the 90s. Superbad was both a commercial and critical success, grossing over $170 million worldwide, via Box Office Mojo. There was also almost a Superbad 2, because producer Judd Apatow, knocked up, the 40-year-old virgin, said he had an idea for the story, but no one else was on board with his plans. Why did Superbad 2 never happen? Judd Apatow said no one else wanted a sequel. Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse in Superbad. In a 2015 interview with Cinema Blend, Judd Apatow revealed that his affection for the main characters was the driving force behind his desire to make another Superbad film, which would have followed Seth, Evan, and Fogel to college. However, the cast didn't share his enthusiasm. The actors, no one with Superbad, thought we should do another Superbad. But I wanted to do Superbad in college desperately, but no one would listen to me. A hit movie like Superbad would have made for a lucrative franchise, potentially capable of providing several new installments. American Pie, 1999, a similar success story, spawned 8 films, but in a 2020 interview with LadBible, Seth Rogen appeared more explicitly concerned about tarnishing his creative and comedic legacy, stating given that Superbad was a nostalgic look back at a specific time in Rogen's and Goldberg's lives, it's understandable that Rogen will never make a Superbad sequel. Despite the film's raunchy content, the main storyline focuses on Evan and Seth's mixed feelings about the future of their friendship as they prepare to head off to separate colleges, and the fact this was something deeply personal to the creators may explain why they were less inclined to cash in on its success with further movies. What has the Superbad cast crew been up to? The cast has all moved on to other things. While promoting his 2013 film Crystal Fairy, Michael Cera stated the idea of a Superbad sequel never came up. Cera also admitted he's not a fan of sequels in general. I personally don't like sequels, but the idea has never been discussed. I think it's not really necessary for that story. In a 2016 interview with Bustle, Cera shot down the idea of a sequel, saying he now also felt it was too late to add anything further to that franchise, especially as it's such a nicely wrapped up story. At least one member of the cast was open to Superbad 2 following its release. In October 2007, Emma Stone told MTV News that she would love to reprise her role as Jules, claiming they wouldn't even have to pay me to be in a sequel. I would pay them to make a sequel. Stone reunited with Superbad love interest Hill for the Netflix series Maniac, 2018. As for creators Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, they have also moved on to other passions. Rogen and Goldberg began producing more and helped bring the comic book series Preacher to AMC and both Invincible and The Boys to Amazon Prime. Cera has balanced mainstream, Barbie, and indie, dream scenario, movies in his filmography. Emma Stone went on to win 2 Oscars since Superbad, La La Land and Poor Things. Superbad 2 is likely never going to happen. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg refuse to consider it. Seth Rogen as Officer Michaels and Bill Hader as Officer Slater in uniform in Superbad. While Judd Apatow wanted to make Superbad 2 with Evan and Seth in college, the real-life Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen were not interested. They didn't want it a decade ago, and in 2024, they spoke again about the opportunity and still have no desire to follow up that story. In an interview with Complex, the two gave their thoughts on sequels, their relationship, and what they see in their future. They said they have no problem considering sequels, but it does not include Superbad 2. Goldberg went on to say that they still get a lot of 18-year-old kids coming up to talk about Superbad, which they never expected. He said that he would never want those same kids to also say, but the sequel was a little *TTY. Seth Rogen agreed, saying, let's F*King leave it as is. Because it's very personal to us and based on our high school experience, it's nice that so many people found it funny and resonated with it. It's unexpected.